Alright, welcome back. So, just as a reminder, the special note to this is multiply by the reciprocal. If I were to write down 3 steps on how to solve these, it would be step number 1 is to get one fraction in the numerator and denominator. Then once we do that, we need to multiply by the reciprocal. And then our third step is just going to be to simplify, if we can. Okay, so I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so that way we have space here. Okay. Alrighty, so looking at number 1, if we're following our steps, get fraction in numerator and denominator. So right now we have 2 fractions in our denominator, so we need to get that just to be 1 fraction in our denominator. Alright, so that means we're going to have to get common denominators here, so let's just focus on the bottom. So what is the x plus 2 missing out of here? Well, it's missing an x, so we're going to have to multiply the top and the bottom by x over x. And then what is this x missing? Well, it's missing an x plus 2 so we have to multiply x plus 2 over x plus 2. So then let's rewrite this. Okay, so we still have our x over x plus 2 on the top. But then in our denominator, let's simplify this. So we have x times 1 is x. And then we're adding. And let's distribute this right now since we can. We're going to have 2x plus 4. And that's all over x times x plus 2. Okay, so let's simplify this. Okay, so we still have our x on top and x plus 2 on top and as our numerator. And then our denominator, x plus 2x is 3x plus 4. And that's all over x times x plus 2. Alrighty, so from here we have 1 fraction in the numerator, 1 fraction in the denominator. So we can move on to step 2, which is multiplying by the reciprocal. So what that looks like is we take our x over x plus 2 and we're going to multiply that by the reciprocal of our denominator. So we're flipping our denominator, so it's x times x plus 2 all over 3x plus 4. Okay, so then this is just like what we did yesterday, 9.4. So then we look to see when we're multiplying, can we simplify this at all? Well, we have an x plus 2 in the denominator and x plus 2 in the numerator, so those cancel. So then, oh, and I just realized here I wrote an x everywhere and it's supposed to be a 2. My bad. So we have 2, 2, and a 2. Alright, so then we just multiply across, so then we'll have a 2x all over 3x plus 4. And then from here we say, can I simplify this? And I cannot, so that is my final answer. Okay, so let's try this next one. Again, we want to get 1 fraction in the denominator, because right now we have 2. So what are we going to have to multiply by the first fraction? Well, the denominator of our second, x plus 1. So x plus 1 over x plus 1. And then we're going to multiply this one by x minus 4 and x minus 4. Okay, so that would leave us with our numerator staying the same, 3 over x minus 4. Excuse me. And then that is all over, and let's distribute this 1, so that gives us a x plus 1, and then we're adding, distribute the 3, 3x minus 12, and that's all over x plus 1 times x minus 4. Okay, so we need to combine our like terms. So we have an x and a 3x and a 1 and a negative 12. So when we combine our like terms, that gives us, we have a 3 over x minus 4, and so 3x and x, so 4x, 1 negative 12, so negative 11, and that's over x plus 1 and x minus 4. Alright, so we have one fraction on the top, one fraction on the bottom, so now we can multiply by the reciprocal. So that means we take our numerator here, so 3 over x minus 4, and we are going to multiply that by the reciprocal of our denominator. So that becomes x plus 1 times x minus 4 all over 4x minus 11. And then again, we need to simplify this, our third step. So we have an x minus 4 in the bottom and the top, and then we can just multiply across. So then that gives us a 3 times x plus 1 all over a 4x minus 11. And this is our final answer because we can't simplify that anymore. Okay, so I hope this was helpful to you. Come to class with any questions. Alrighty.